thoughts, views, and opinions are that of my own. I'm not a salesman. I'm not your financial advisor. I cannot be bought. This is all entertainment. Peace. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. This is your host, EQ, out of Prince George's County, Maryland. And welcome to the Cipher. The Cipher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of the Cipher is peace. This is episode number 12 of the Cipher, and we're going to get into it today, people. I appreciate you all for joining me. What's going on? We're going to have a real candid conversation here, and we're going to talk about some important things. In the meantime, we're going to jam it up. Tonight, I will have some Macallan 12, because we're going to keep it real up in here. If you have bartenders, pour it up. Pour it up. Macallan 12 is my drink of choice. And we will have that on the side. What up, fam? I see y'all in the building showing love. Do not forget to hit that like button. Let's go. Y'all, let me see what those center days are. Let me see those center days. What y'all drinking on tonight? Don't forget to tip the bartender. This is Candid Conversations. Let's go. Peace, 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 and more peace. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time of type I'm on. We're going to talk about it today. The title of today's live is, Should Reviewers Get Paid? And Is It Ruining Fragcom? We're going to have a real conversation. I'm making this outlet into a show, not just a fragrance video. This is your Friday night show. And at some point, I'm going to be turning it from Fridays to Monday nights. And y'all can let me know what y'all like better. I will probably ask that question in my IG stories. But before we go into the show, my monologue and my thoughts on this absolute topic, we're going to go over my scent of the day and my scent of the night. So my scent of the day, if anybody saw my live when I pretty much covered the entire house of Kilian, I stayed with Kilian today. I started off my day with something cloudy, seductive, sexy, very, very alluring. This is a conversation starter fragrance that's coming from the house of Kilian. This is a Middle Eastern exclusive, and this is Musk Butterfly. Now, if you're not familiar with this fragrance, it's not overly unique, I'm gonna be honest, and that's because I'm really into luxury Middle Eastern perfumeries. There's levels to it, right? All Middle Eastern fragrances aren't luxury. They have designer fragrances and stuff, and they have upper echelon fragrances. But it's very similar to Attars. I'm in the Attars when you start getting into Middle Eastern fragrances. And from Arabian Oud, I have a Tola of Musk al Rus. What is this? It's slightly floral. So it's some little bit of rose in here. It's aldehydic. It's woody, extremely sensual. To me, this puts Musk Therapy to shame. But Musk Therapy is also a great fragrance. But I way more enjoy this or this style of fragrance than I do that. Again, rose and musk. That was my scent of the day. My scent of the night is another sexy, seductive fragrance. If you saw me do my live, last time I did my live, you would know this is a fragrance that blew me away, and I immediately got it. I put where my money, where my mouth is. If something impresses me, and very few things impress me, I went with, again, from the house of Kilian, and I went with Musk Oud. Absolutely, absolutely sexy stuff. What do you get here? As I've been wearing this and sampling it more and more and getting to love this fragrance, it's very reminiscent to me. And I'm gonna have to probably go to Neiman's when I'm have this as my scent of the day and compare the two. But as I started wearing, it's very reminiscent to Memos Paris African Rose. Keep in mind, this came out before African Rose. You get this beautiful green, spicy cardamom. You get musk, rose, and oud, heavy on the musk. This is sexy, it's wearable. And like most Kilian fragrances, they're not too just dense. So they have this airy quality to you where it just fills the air. Right now, my circumference is smelling absolutely divine. Again, for me, this is signature scent worthy. I will wear this year round, but that's me. I'm into ouds. I'm into Middle Eastern luxury style of fragrances, and this fits the bill. Great quality from the house of Kilian. That's going to be musk oud. So let's get into it. We're going to get into the conversation. Don't forget to hit the like button. The conversation that is should reviewers get paid, and is it ruining Fragcom? So in my opinion, yes, reviewers should get paid. Well, EQ, why do you think so? Or you're biased because you're a reviewer? No, I'm just a person. I'm a businessman for one, and I'm a person who delves in the realm of logic. In life, there's only a few things about this life, right? This time on this earth is limited. The most expensive quality or most expensive gem that you have in your possession is your time. Because even watching me, every second we're losing it every day. Your time cannot be given back once it's taken. You can't. Once you give somebody your time, it's over with. Y'all gonna give me an hour or 2 hours of your time tonight, you will never get that time back. It's gone. So you're taking the time out your day to give me your time. I appreciate that. Life is all about finding something that you love to do and finding a way to get paid for it. Sure, LeBron loves basketball. Kobe loved basketball. Jordan loved the basketball. To be those individuals, you had to put in work. It's a lot of parties you couldn't go to and time you had to put in. But make no mistake, they was on top of their business and they made sure they got paid. That's the purpose in life. If you're going to work every day, and I get it, a lot of people do, but then you're just existing, in my opinion. If you're going to work every day and you hate Mondays and you can't wait till Fridays, don't get me wrong, I love time off. But if you do not enjoy what you're doing, then you're really missing out on the overall quality of life. Again, I do understand in society, we have to get paid to enjoy some things. And sometimes you have to make sacrifices in order to take care of your family. But again, the beauty of life is eventually finding something you love to do or something you're passionate about and then getting paid for it. Social media is the new marketing. It is the new TV. We'll go back to this show tonight. Y'all gonna probably sit up here and watch me talk for about an hour. And I'm gonna allow y'all an opportunity to come in and have a conversation with me, whoever you are. But like my kids, they're on TikTok hours. They don't have IG, but they're looking at TikTok hours, videos. YouTube. How many podcasts are you watching on YouTube? Hours, 2 hours. It is the new TV. Not magazines. It is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Any company with any sense in their minds that are not working with influencers are missing the boat on this. They're missing out. If I was selling a product, trust and believe, I would work with influencers. Now, what that looks like, we'll get into that. The fragrance industry is a $1 billion industry. Go look it up. Billions of dollars are being made in over the course of time. It just works, right? Just like a lot of other industries. And every time a reviewer opens up their mouth, does a video, press records, edit a video, somebody is getting paid. Regardless of what you think, somebody is getting paid. I'm going to give y'all a couple of stories. And these are personal stories. Again, don't feel bad for me in these two stories. I look at it as learning experiences, but these are personal testimonies. This is not a sob story. These are not crybaby stories, but this is for so some of you all can understand the conversation that we are having today on should reviewers get paid. A few years ago, I was in Mr. Alan Burgess' inbox from Beverly Hills Perfumery. For those who are on Facebook groups, you know, sometimes you'll go straight to his inbox. He might have something on his website for a certain price, but if you talk to him in your inbox, sometimes you can get a better price for it with a percentage off. He does that for everybody. It's not special for a reviewer. He does that for everybody. Go in his inbox, hit him up. And I was in his inbox. At that time, I was chasing boozy fragrances. And this is a good one. And I said, what's a fragrance that's boozy that nobody is talking about? If y'all notice my channel, when everybody's going left, I go right. He said, hey, I got this fragrance company. It's exclusive to my store. It's called Uniquee Luxury. It's this fragrance called Coute. It is Baronda on steroids. It is the best boozy fragrance I've ever put my nose on. I said, a word? Yeah, nobody's talking about that. Let me buy that up off you. I paid for it. I reviewed it. I didn't review it. I got it and immediately lost my mind and was blown away. I said, man, before I do a review, I was like, man, I need like 2 more of these joints. He sent me some more with a few samples. I said, fam, nobody's talking about this house. I don't know why, but this is a gem. I like finding gems. I said, I want to do a review of this house. Is there any way? I think I might have had 2,000 subs at the time. I said, is there any way that I can get a discount for my viewers? It wasn't even for me. I didn't have me in mind. I had you all in mind, because for me, I do a service for you. I review for the reviewer, not for the company, but we'll get into that. He said, sure. He said, I can do that for you. I'll give you the code Equality20. And generally speaking, we don't do it on samples, but I will let your viewers get samples if they use it. So with excitement for Fragcom to talk about something different outside of La Nuit de l'Homme and everything else, I did a review on it. People were blown away by my review. Even till this day, I still get comments on that video. When I started talking about those fragrances, I did like 3 reviews back to back, but I said, hey, Alan, I would buy more fragrances, but I know optics because Fragcom is cynical. I don't want to seem like I'm shilling because everybody's going to assume I'm shilling, and I'm just excited about these fragrances. I said, I'm just going to review these 3 and kind of let it play out. He was selling out everything. I have a friend on Instagram who purchased 5 bottles by himself at over $200 a pop. That's $1,000. He purchased 5. I got inbox messages with people ordering sample sets, bottles by the buku. Not to mention this. If you never heard of Coute from me, that's cool, but make no mistake how the ball starts rolling. I talk about it. It hits Facebook groups. People chat about it, right? Then those people talk to their favorite reviewers and say, hey, you heard about this fragrance? It's good. It's good. Noise starts being made. So then those reviewers seek out those fragrances, those larger channels, and then they talk about it. But make no mistake, where that ball and that train really started rolling, and a lot of you all love that house, and a lot of it started from my videos to this day. Therefore, thousands of bottles being sold. Now, I didn't ask for kickback, and I didn't ask for money. I didn't. That's not the deal I made. The deal I made was for you all to receive a 20, I believe it was like a 20% discount or 25% discount on anything from Uniquee Luxury. So later on, I was going to buy some more fragrances. I liked the deal. I'm like, hey, I know he got gems. Let me find some more stuff nobody's talking about. And not that I should feel entitled. And again, this is not a sob story. I blame myself. But I asked him about buying this other fragrance. And he gave me the price he gave everybody else. After selling out this house, after selling out almost his inventory, did I get an extra, hey, let me throw a little bit extra in for you? Or, hey, I can't really give you cash, but I sold X amount of dollars, made so much profit. Why don't I, let me kick you over a credit for the store so you can buy something, or anything could have been done, right? But again, this is business. Nobody does it out the kindness of their hearts. It is business. Did I get anything? A shout out, extra discount or anything? No, I got the same discount that you would get. And it got me thinking, even at 2,000 subs, thousands of dollars were being made. No love shown. None. Some samples. I think it was like, I'll throw you some little samples in or something you want. And I started saying, okay, I review these samples, which cost little to nothing, right? I think he sends like, 2 ml samples. But then if they're amazing, because they're trash, I'm going to say they're trash. But if they're amazing, guess what? Y'all going to buy that out too. And all I got was samples. And it got me thinking. It said, you know what? I should know better. It wasn't, and I wasn't on top of my business. People will never pay you what you are worth, ever. They will only pay you what you negotiate. This is a rule in life. What you're getting paid at your job is what you negotiated. Now, you might have not been in human resources saying, I want this and I want that. But they said, we're paying you this. You decided, I'm going to take that. That is a negotiation. Because you could have said, nah, I'm going to pass on this job. Again, people will never pay you what you are worth. They will only pay you what you negotiate. Story number 2. There was a house that I was in awe with. I learned of this house from Big Beard Business and watching his videos. He talked about a clone house called Alexandria Fragrances. Many of y'all hit me on this. I never really speak on it, but I'm going to speak on it now because it fits the topic. Again, this isn't a sob story. I'm not looking for your pity. It's business, and I'm a businessman. And I bought tons of fragrances from this house, even joined their Facebook group. At that time, I was the only one doing top 10 lists for their fragrances on the internet. Now, every now and then, Big Beard Business would add, like I think he did their Naxos clone. He would add that in a couple of videos, or their Lost Cherry clone. But as far as dedicated top 10 videos, I was the only one doing that at that time. And I started noticing and watching things as I'm in that group. And I noticed that a few things I noticed over time. I noticed that my videos was never getting reposted by the owner, but when other people would review, they would repost those videos. Interesting. So I started thinking about that. People hit me in my inbox. Man, I bought this clone. I bought this. This is amazing. I love it. People buying. People joining the group. Hey, man, I'm joining the group. Therefore, getting known to more fragrance, buying it. And I would notice that my videos was never really getting posted by the owner or his brother in the group. And I sat back and I observed it. And then there was a few more things I observed. I observed that there was channels. Let's just hypothetically say I had 3,000 subs. There was channels that had 1,000 subs that was getting at the time, thank you for the $10 donation. There was smaller channels that was getting bottles sent to them. Now, I don't do it for that. And most of y'all know 97% of everything behind me I paid for. To be honest, outside of pretty much Zaharoff, everything else I pay for my own money. Don't applaud me for that. It is what it is. We will get into that. And I noticed that never happened. I said, okay, then I would go on IG. And let's just say I had 1,000 followers on IG. I saw people with like 500 followers, like gifted by the company. They didn't look like me. I'm going to let you do with that information how you want to use that information. But it is what it is. They didn't look like me. I said, interesting. But hey, this is business. Business is not about your feelings or your emotions. It is about the dollar and what makes sense. And I might not make sense. They're entitled to that. Nobody owes me anything in life. This isn't socialism. Cool. But then some time have passed. I've done several top 10 winter, spring, summer lists from that house. I probably did like 6 of them. Somebody hit me and said, hey, congratulations. I had like 3 people hit me. Hey, congratulations, EQ. I went to go order some from Alexandria and I see your videos on their website. The owner never reached out to me, his brother, nobody. But I was good enough to use my likeness, information on their website to sell product. No bottles, no extra discount codes, nothing. You know what I did? I deleted every single video off my page, which is why you can't find it. I said, never again. There are tons of stories like this I have. Whether we're talking about fragrances like La Isla Blanca, when Raymond Monegal was following me, but everybody kept tagging me every time they picked it up. You know what they did? They unfollowed me. But nobody was hyped about that fragrance till I started talking about it. Let's keep it a buck, people. Vanille Havane from Les Indemodables. When I talk, I think it was my 2019 or 18, I forgot when it came out, my favorite pickups of that year video. The hype started rolling. It went out of control. The first one on the internet talking about that. All I started seeing in Facebook groups is, oh man, I need to get that. I need to get that. Immediately, Lucky Scent sold out. Let's talk about me doing a verse with Justin. And I talked about Octavian. I saw on Fragrance Buy that fragrance was on sale for $277. I said, that is a steal. It is a 10 out of 10 fragrance for me. Ooh, rose, incense, amazing. 5 people within seconds, within minutes, bought that fragrance. By 24 hours to about maybe a little bit almost close to shy of 48 hours, that fragrance was sold out on Fragrance Buy. You know how I know? Because I looked at it. Numbers. Would they give me a shout out? Would they want to work with me? No, of course not. But it's business. So, again, people will never pay you. These aren't sob stories. I'm just telling you the facts. This is not emotion. These are facts. I don't feel no type of way, but these are facts. As a reviewer or as a consumer of reviewing, fragrance reviewing, you want reviewers to do it all. You want us to drop videos every single day, our time, right? That's our time to record, upload, edit, It's time. Time is the most expensive commodity in this world. You want us to own every fragrance. You want us to talk about every fragrance. You want us to buy every single fragrance with our own money. And oftentimes, we don't get the likes. It's 124 people in here. If I'm a betting man, we probably don't have 124 likes. Somebody watching this, go to the likes and tell me how many likes we have right now. I'm going to pause. Tell me how many likes while I sip on this. Let me look at 69 likes. 128 people, 69 likes. Somebody said 84 now. So y'all hitting that like. I appreciate it. But those likes go a long way in helping the channel grow. You want your favorite viewer to get companies working with them, to get information, but y'all got to support the content and the people who you say you rock with. Y'all want us to be everything and everywhere and do everything. And you can barely hit the like button. People, women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. The algorithm is the algorithm. 50% of y'all, and I don't care what channel that is. It can be Jen Sense at what, 300K? Or it can be me at 13K. 50% of y'all who watch our videos aren't even subscribed to it. 50%. So you're not hitting the like button. Y'all not sharing the videos. You ever see that IG meme that says, hey, why you ain't famous? And then the guy be like, hey, why you ain't sharing my videos? Y'all want us to do all that, right? On our own dollar. Again, this ain't a sob story. I'm giving you facts over feelings. Matter of fact, that's what it's called. Facts over feelings. That's what tonight is representing. Facts over feelings. Y'all will skip through the video. So, okay, so we do a little thing like, okay, let me monetize my content. Let's say I do a top 10 video. I might get 3, maybe 5,000 views. A lot of y'all look at those numbers. That ain't the number that's most important when it comes to monetization. It's how long y'all are viewing the video. Are you skipping through the commercials? Are you skipping through them? That doesn't help us. I'm not saying you should help us, but I'm facts over feelings. It doesn't help. Are y'all skipping through the videos ahead just to say, I don't really care about none of that. Let me just see what the fragrances he's talking about. That doesn't help us. Videos to even, y'all would have to, for a video, for example, y'all want me to go buy, what's something new coming out? All right, so Nishane X Ani, Nishane X Ani and X Hacivat and Fan Your Flames, all that's about to come out. For me to go purchase that fragrance to review it for you all, for me to even break even, I'll probably have to have like 50 to 70,000 views, and y'all couldn't skip the video at all. So sometimes it doesn't make sense. But y'all want people to work their 9 to 5, take care of their families like you do, and still buy every fragrance with their own money. Never count another man's pockets. Most of my followers are males at 99%. So men, stop counting other men's pockets. So we talk about it. When you get paid, what are you getting paid for? You're getting paid for your time. I'm not getting paid for positive reviews. So the real question is, and I ask you, if you're not a reviewer, I ask you as a basic person, how much is your time worth? Can you put a dollar amount on your time? Your time watching. How much is your time worth? That's so good. Macallan 12, for those who ain't familiar with what I'm drinking. Double cast, single malt whiskey. How much is your time worth? Again, in life, you are never paid what you are worth. You are only paid what you negotiate. So what are the methods of payments or the ways people can get paid or reviewers can get paid? Because I find this, and the reason why this topic, I find this only interesting in Fragcom. In the tech industry, who people review, they know what it is. It's not a big issue. But for whatever reason, Fragcom has an issue with reviewers getting free bottles and reviewers getting paid. But what's also funny to me is there was this app or website that came out for reviewers where you do a review and get a free bottle, right? That app or style website, I never signed up for it because I just don't care. I've been in Facebook groups where people who don't even have a reviewer channel signed up to get a free bottles, which led me to believe your issue is not that reviewers get free bottles. It's jealousy and envy because y'all were quick to sign up and get those free bottles. So free bottles isn't an issue for you. It's why him, why her, why them. Methods getting paid. Again, we're going to talk about some money. As I always say, I am not your financial advisor. This is all entertainment. I am not a CPA. Do not take anything I'm saying as fact. In tax law or anything else, speak to a CPA, a certified accountant. We get monetized our videos, right? That's paid via a 1099. If you have any business savvy and you're doing content, if you are not an LLC, let me see, keep doing what you're doing. And for the record, my view, medium, other form of entertainment, price tag attached. I believe content creators should be supported by the fragrance companies. Appreciate you. Back to my monologue. If you have any kind of business savvy, again, talk to your CPA. I'm not giving you advice. You should be a walking LLC. I have like 3 LLCs and an S Corp. I'm not telling you what to do. Do what you do. But if you're getting a 1099, you may or may not want a LLC. Again, this is entertainment. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. Talk to your accountant. Which means they're giving you money without taxing it. So you have to account for that in your taxes. We'll circle back into that 1099 and monetization of videos. Free bottles is a form of payment. When you start looking at media and telling people and being honest with people, a free bottle is a form of payment by media law. It's a form of payment. Some people are okay with the free bottles. Some people want the bottles and they want the payment. I'm not counting people's pockets. Conduct your business how you see fit. But that is a form of payment. Why? Because that is also a form of content. If I'm getting free bottles, that's content. I can monetize that content. Therefore, it also adds on to a form of payment. There can be dedicated videos or post or sponsored videos. What do those look like? You probably see this a lot. Joma Shop has a sale going on. It's 24 hours. That's a dedicated video. Some people getting paid over $1,000 for that one video. I'm not counting people's pockets, but the facts are the facts. If you're watching this and you think I'm lying, come on, tell me I'm a lie. Tell me you're getting paid less. But some people getting paid for that. That is a dedicated video. I personally wouldn't do a dedicated video unless I was getting paid for it. Why? Because I'm sending my viewers. They have access to my viewers, which is on YouTube, which means it's also Googleable. It can be Googled, which means it's going to stay on the internet forever unless I delete it. That dedicated video, that's payment. It can be something as far as in the middle of my fragrance video, I'm going to talk about t-shirts. This t-shirt is from this company and it fits well. That's dedicated. They paid me to do that commercial on my platform. That has nothing to do with monetization. That is a separate payment, as well as giving me product. But again, that's a conversation for another day. There is affiliate links. I know. Sometimes y'all think we're doing favors. I'm trying to think. I know you're in this group, in this chat. I think Emmett's a longtime subscriber, longtime supporter. And he asked me a question back when I had like 2,000 subs. And he asked me, he said, EQ, if you could, it would really help us if you can put some links where we can buy these fragrances that you're talking about. And I said, respectfully, brother, I don't put links down there and I don't talk about where I get fragrances from. For this very fact is, y'all going to run out there, spend money. I'm not going to see one damn penny. And not because I'm being selfish, but y'all also have access to Google. You know how I find out stuff? I Google it. I put the name of the fragrance. I Google it. I hit shopping. I see who has the best prices. From there, I'm sure I'm not the only reviewer y'all watching. Y'all know all the discount sites from, y'all know all the sites, all the websites that sell fragrances. Go on it. Type the fragrance in. See how much it costs. Compare it to the other website. See how much it costs. But those affiliate links, trust me, reviewers are getting paid. Your favorite reviewer isn't Robin Hood, isn't looking out for the poor because they're putting affiliate links down there. They're getting anywhere from 5 to sometimes 20% back on every sale. Now, some of y'all might not be that good at math. That's not insulting. But let's just say $100. Let's say you get 10%. On every $100 spent, that's $10. $200, $20. $300, $30 for everyone spent. Imagine if I had 100K subs, 70K subs, and maybe 10% of y'all bought a fragrance. You do the math. I'm not going to do it for you. Easy math, Amatics. For those affiliate links, is it a small portion? 5%. Even 5%, that's better than nothing. But 5 to 20, depending on how large your platform is, I'm going to tell you now, if I'm Jeremy Fragrance and you want access to my platform with my followers and my subs, and I'm getting 100,000 views, oh, we're going to talk about that. That conversation is going to be different from the conversation today. Why? Because yesterday's price is not today's price. Be on top of your business in whatever you do. So affiliate links. Then there's brand ambassadors. Now, this is a little funny because if you're a brand ambassador, at this point, you're a damn employee. As a viewer, you figure out how much truth and stuff is going to be within that review. Y'all are cynical. I'm not going to tell you what that looks like. But if I'm a brand ambassador for Toyota, you better believe I'm not going, even if Honda makes a better car, I probably won't say Honda makes a better car. I'll find a way to skip the Malu and not mention that the Honda Accord is a better car than Camry. I'm just saying stuff. If you own either one, don't start fighting in the comments. But I will find a way to say that without saying that, because I'm an employee at Toyota, I'm probably not going to talk about Honda, even though Honda may be better. Why? Because I'm a brand ambassador. I am damn near an employee. And then finally, you have subscription services that are up that people can say, hey, Patreon, you get special entertainment, special stuff for Patreon. And that's not a bad gig. If I was more consistent, I would have a Patreon where it's like, okay, my top 10s are all on my YouTube, but if you want singular reviews, that's all going on Patreon. You want to know about individual fragrances, that's on Patreon, because everybody else wants quick, fast, TikTok, short content. But when you want long content, when you want singular reviews, that's going on Patreon. Somebody might steal that idea from me, but that's me being on top of my business. I'm a business man. I know this. That's why I can afford to pay for the stuff that I can pay for. That's not a flex, people. I'm just saying, find ways for your money to make money. Every dollar you have is a worker. It should be making you more money. So let's talk about it. Free bottles from companies versus free bottles from distributors. Listen, people, on another note, I know y'all are commenting in the comments. I'm not reading all the comments because I'm in my monologue. Again, the link is pinned in the comments. And this is no offense to anybody. But today, we're not doing Twitter fingers. If people have things to say, we all have camera phones and smartphones. No one's using a flip phone in 2023. It costs you nothing to come on camera and say what you got to say. We're going to have respect. It is not a fight, but we're not going to do Twitter fingers today. I'm not doing it. So a lot of comments, I'm just not going to be able to respond to a lot of them because I'm trying to put on a show. I'm trying to do a monologue, and everybody has an opportunity to come on camera and speak their mind, and we can have a form conversation on the state of FragCon. And that's going to be for any live show that I do going forward. That's just the way it is. So free bottles versus companies or distributors. Which one is better? Or just buying your own stuff. So we'll talk about it. Companies. Now, companies can be sensitive. I've did a review. I've had 2 companies unfollow me on IG because I had their product and I was like, it smells like this. It smells like that. Sometimes some companies don't like comparison in fragrances. I can tell they feel some kind of way. But you know what? If it smells like a Ventus, it smells like a Ventus. Why is this important for me? Because at the end of the day, I'm a consumer. I'm a consumer of products. And one thing I hate more than anything else, and one reason why I even got into this game of reviewing, because I don't be tripping. Y'all know me. I'll disappear. I'll disappear for months. If y'all think I'm tripping over the money on YouTube, I'm just stating facts. I'll disappear. So clearly, I'm not dropping enough content throughout the week that makes you think I'm chasing that money on YouTube. But never here or there. This isn't about me. This is about the total conversation. The reason why it's important to say something smells like something else, and I see if I catch a reviewer that I know, like if I know something smells like Millesime Imperial, I'm just making up anything, and you fail to mention that, I can't trust you. I probably won't watch your videos no more because you lack integrity. Why is that important? Because let's just say I have 5 kinds of Millesime Imperial or 5 kinds of Aventus bottles in my collection. I might not want to add no more, but I watch your video. I trust you, right? Now, at the end of the day, it's still your responsibility to sample and see what works for you. But I know how this works. You trust me. So I trust the reviewer. And they're saying how good it is and it's succulent, compliment getting. It flows through the air like a motion in the sky. It's so poetic. And you say, man, that sounds amazing. I need to get it. Only to get it and be like, damn, that smells like a Ventus. Nothing will piss you off more, especially if you didn't want an Aventus style fragrance, which is why when I say musk butterfly isn't overly unique, it smells like many Middle Eastern musk fragrances, more or less from Arabian Oud, Musk al Rus, which is an attar. I want to tell y'all that because if you have Musk al Rus, you might not want to spend the almost 300 or whatever for this. You might want to save that money and use that money for something else when adding on to your fragrance wardrobe. I think that's probably what something smells like is probably the most important thing when it comes to reviewing for your consumer. So again, do you review for companies or do you review for the consumer? I review for the consumer because I am a consumer. But smaller companies can get a little sensitive. This is a fact. So does that mean that some people can be jaded? Listen, when it comes to money, product, anybody can be bought. Some people, pardon my French, are whores. They will do anything for money. That's in life. Some people will do anything for money. I don't trust those people. How I grew up and where I come from, those people get you unalived. I can't be around people who would do anything for money. That's not safe. And that's just the way I grew up. But some people are that way. You can't control it. There are bad apples in every profession. The military, bad apples. I served in it. All sorts of bad apples. Law enforcement, fire department, any accounting, government officials. There's bad apples in everywhere. You have to use your own discernment. Where's product? Could you have corruption? This is a possibility. You might have people who actually need the free bottles for content. They don't have the money to blow. They don't have the money to manage. They kind of need those free bottles for content. There are some people like that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not counting nobody's pocket. I really don't care. But the stats remain that there's a possibility. The odds of average says that that's a possibility that could be the case. So yes, somebody could be corrupted by that for doing reviews for a company. Let's say Raja, for example. Not saying that anybody who's done Raja is doing that. I'm not talking about nobody, because if I was, I'll just say your name. I'm not going to throw rocks and hide my hand. If I'm going to say your name, I'm going to say your name. You're going to feel some kind of way or you're not. It is what it is. But I'm not here to stir the pot. But if I like those bottles are expensive. I got a few behind me. All I paid for, none of them was gifted. Fragrance Du Bois, all I paid for, none of them was gifted. Actually, nothing is gifted outside of Zaharoff. And a couple of indie fragrances. But that's never here nor there. It ain't about me. If I started getting that, could they say, well, man, these Rajas are good, man. I want to keep this gravy train rolling. Yeah, I could be that way. I could. I hope that I wouldn't, because I never sold myself for money, fame, likes, and anything. I'm just not. I'm probably one of the most outspoken people on Instagram. I don't had made posts where I've lost 1,000 people in a day. That's a story for another day, when I went on a company about what they was naming a fragrance. Lost all sorts of followers. Do I care? Nah, not really. I don't need popularity. I'm cool because I'm cool in real life. I'm dope in real life. I'm one of them ones. I'm him. I'm cool. People who know me in real life fucks with me. But that for larger companies, that could be an issue. So trying to tap dance. Now, are there companies telling you what to say? I haven't experienced that. But there may have been other viewers who have spoke on that in their own things. I can't speak to that. So I'm not going to say that's false or negative. I speak to things I know, not what I assume. But laws of average saying that could be a possibility. But I've turned down. There's been companies that said, hey, I want to send you something. Can you review it? And I was like, I don't really like your fragrances. I'm cool. I've turned down stuff, for the record. I was like, I'm cool on that. I have, contrary to popular belief. So let's talk about distributors, the other option. Is it better for a distributor? It's a little bit easier because distributors don't care, but make no mistakes. You're still getting paid for that. You know, the whole, hey, I'm doing this top 10 list. Just so happens that every fragrance in this list has an affiliate link that goes to that distributor so I can get kickback and payment on. Oh, no, forget that. I'm Robin Hood. I'm doing you a favor. No, I'm on my business, and I'm not mad at that. But let's call a thing a thing. So yes, business relationships with distributors are far easier because they get stuff in. They say, hey, what you think? How do you think this whole Lattafa stuff really came in the FragCon? How do you think that works? For those who've been in FragCon long enough, these clones, they come and they go in waves. Anybody remember Parfums Vintage? Remember when they was giving out free bottles? You couldn't turn on YouTube and not see Parfums Vintage in the top 10. You couldn't see it. When the last time you seen Parfums Vintage in anybody's video? You know why? They ain't giving out bottles no more. You don't see it. There was a time where You know, all sorts of fragrance. Our moth was ruling in almost 2017, 16. There were whole channels that did nothing but our moth. Those things kind of faded away. Lattafa. You know what happens? Fragrance companies like Fragrance Buy, they have fragrances in stock. They hit up the people they work with and say, hey, I got this fragrance. It smells like Carlisle. Why don't you, I'll send it to you. It's free. Why don't you check it out? See what you think. Do a review on it. I don't care either way. They review it and be like, The bigger channel say, this is pretty good. This does smell like Carlisle. You know what y'all do? Because y'all just like buying stuff anyway. You can't stop yourselves, y'all addicts. But we'll talk about building a fragrance wardrobe in another live and why you need to learn how to build one. But y'all just go out and buy it. Keep in mind, people, understand this. 90% of all fragrances smell good. There are very few fragrances that I have smelt and I said, this is trash. Very few fragrances. Drink responsibly. I'm not going to do a Keith Sweat on verses. Remember verses when he was singing? I ain't doing all that on here. Just one glass and a Glenclairn. Love the smell of it. So that's why I'm a really good boozy person. Anyway, when the last time you seen Parfums Vintage? You know, so these companies, distributors, they send out stuff to the people they work with. The people they work with review it. It gets traction because it smells like an expensive niche. And one thing people like in Fragcom is affordability. Type it in the comments with fire. Affordability is beloved in Fragcom. People know that. Why do you think Fragrance Buy is coming out with their own fragrances now? Go to Fragrance Buy page. At the top, they're going to come out with their own fragrances. No, this ain't Hennessy. I ain't doing the Hennessy. I'm doing single malt whiskey. For those who don't know, the big bottle, Macallan 12 single malt. Drink responsibly. Why do you think Fragrance Buy coming out with fragrances now? They know what it is. It'll be interesting to see what it does. But you know what they're gonna do? Who Fragrance Buy work with? They work with some Max Forte. They work with Jensen's. I think they work with Cuba. I'm pretty sure they work with Sebastian. I'm trying to think who else they might work with. And I'm sure those fragrances will be sent out to those reviewers. I'm sure those fragrances will smell good. Why? Because 90% of fragrances smell good. It doesn't mean you need it. Again, next week, we're going to do a video on how to build a proper fragrance wardrobe. The name of that video is going to be, why are you buying that shit? That's going to be the name of why are you buying it? Because sometimes y'all don't know. Y'all walk in Marshalls and just be like picking up stuff. You're not even just like, let me just see what they got. You have no purpose in what you're doing. You're just picking it up because it's there. Why? I don't know. Why are you buying that Why do you think Fragrance Buy is coming out with fragrances now? They're going to send these fragrances to these reviewers. And I would, if I'm a betting man, would bet that those fragrances will smell good. Those reviewers will tell you how they smell good. They will tell you how they're compliment getting. Most fragrances are compliment getting. Let's have an honest conversation now. Again, this is facts over feelings. If you want compliments, I can go wear fragrance from Bed Bath & Beyond. I'll get compliments. Why won't you? I can wear nothing but Zara fragrances at $20. I'll get compliments. Why won't you? Wash your ass and put on anything, you will get a compliment, because most people in general noses are basic. That is not a slight, but that's the same reason why the most popular burger spot in the world is McDonald's. How many of y'all think McDonald's is a premier burger spot? It's not even the best of trash burgers. Hardee's is better than McDonald's. And that's trash. People have trash taste or basic taste. It is what it is. Therefore, it doesn't matter what you have. If you're dressed right, you pair it right for the most part, and you are approachable, well-groomed, and attractive, you'll get a compliment. Can we be honest about that? Can we be honest about, let's go to Bed Bath & Beyond, let's go get that bottle of Ocean, spray it on, we'll get compliments. You can go out to the club, people be like, oh, you smell good. If a woman really likes you, she's going to compliment you. It is what it is. Let's just be honest. So those fragrances are going to smell good. Those reviewers will tell you how good they smell. This is not a slight on that, because honestly, if I'm a betting man, they will smell good, and y'all going to buy it. And it's going to flood. It's going to be on every top 10 list. It's going to sell out, and y'all going to rush to it. This is a fact, not feelings. So, is it easier to work for a distributor? Yeah, because you feel like you're more open to say anything, because most of them distributors just don't care. Now, is it better to buy your own fragrance? Does it make me better than everybody else because I bought all of this behind me? No, it doesn't. It just really doesn't. Keep in mind, people who be like, I don't get free bottles, I buy all my bottles. Bro, you're not Robin Hood. You're not out here doing the good Lord's work. If you're smart and you're on top of your business and you are a businessman, you are a walking LLC. Again, this is all entertainment. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. I'm not a certified CPA. Entertainment only. You are a walking LLC, which means if you're smart, you probably have a business credit card, which means you're buying fragrances on your business credit card, which means it's a write-off. If you go to dinner with your lady and you talk about a fragrance you're buying, guess what? That is called a business meeting. That dinner is a write-off. Now, I'm going to stop there because I'm not a CPA. I'm not going to tell you how to conduct business. Seek a business professional on that. But make no mistakes. Those reviewers with big channels, getting lots of views and getting paid that tax-free money from YouTube, oh, they better find some things to write off. You know, having an LLC, being an S Corp, you know, dealing with Section 179 of the tax law when it comes to purchasing vehicles. I'm going to stop there because I'm not a CPA and I'm not a tax advisor, nor am I your financial advisor. But again, just because I buy fragrances, don't think it's not being written off. Let's keep it a buck, but that's a video for another day. What inspired this video? So not too long ago, people, and it's 155 of y'all. I talked about this earlier. Somebody tell me in the chat how many likes we have. Let's get the engagement up. Tell me how many likes. This is what I'm talking about, people. There's 155 people in here. If it's not 155 likes, you do the math. So what inspired this video? Some time back, there was this talk about dossier. And a few people thought they had the smoking gun. Ha ha, we caught you, silly reviewer. You're telling lies. You didn't catch anything. If anything, you caught business people making business decisions because they are business professionals working in the marketing industry in our LLC entities. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. In that email or whatever came out, says something about your fee packages. Again, I don't know how many of y'all run a business or you've been around people who run businesses. But as I said before, every time you talk about something, somebody's getting paid. So imagine this. Imagine I'm Redolessence or Ginsens. Matter of fact, imagine I'm Jeremy Fragrance. No. Because it doesn't matter about how many subs you have. It matters on the views. The most viewed person probably in Fragcom at the moment is Curly Fragrance. I'm pretty sure of it. I mean, 100,000 views. Now, how many minutes y'all watching that? I'm not counting her money. It ain't my job to count another person's pockets. I can care less. Make your money, champ. I'm not letting anybody on. I see somebody says, D, you got to have your camera on. We grown over here. If you don't have your camera on, you can go ahead and just escape out this live. You never going to get on camera. Turn your camera on, because I'm assuming if you don't turn your camera on, you funny looking or your house is dirty. So we're going to keep the conversation going. She get the most views. With her channels. Imagine me knowing that I get 100K views. Dossier calls me, and what, I supposed to do that review for them for free, knowing that you all are going to buy it and y'all going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. What, I supposed to do that for free? That's what y'all is. I supposed to talk about that and not expect a check? Come on now, business people. Let's have a real conversation. Is that how that's supposed to happen? Anybody? Speak up. Don't bite your tongue. I supposed to do that for free? The most popular person in YouTube right now. I'm supposed to talk about your fragrance I supposed to just, I don't know, do the good Lord's work. Let you come on my platform, on my TV station for free. If y'all want to know good business, follow the NFL. You think they let people come on Super Bowl for free because they doing the Lord's work because you need to know about Doritos and Toyota Camrys? No, they paid to get seen. That's called good business. Every company has a business write-off. However it is, whether they're writing off bottles, the money paid or whatever, if they're good at business, they're going to find a way to write that off because they know if I have a fragrance and I let Girly Fragrance smell it and it's good, the return on the money I'm going to receive back is going to be way more profitable than probably what I'm going to pay her. This is business. Again, if you're not that good at business, take business classes, be up on your business. So people saying fees and fee packages, you didn't catch a smoking gun. If anything, thinking you catch a smoking gun is nothing more than telling me you know nothing about business without telling me you know nothing about business. You didn't catch a smoking gun. You just told me you know nothing about tax laws. Now, you could be, I'm in the US. I don't know how tax laws and stuff works in the other part of the world. I know we have people in the UK who do reviews, in Australia, all over China, India, all over the place. I don't know what your tax laws are. Can't speak to them. I can only speak about what happens here. That's just good business. And if you're a reviewer or somebody thinking of getting the game and you're not thinking to yourself, if a company reached out to me and they said, well, what are your fees? You better come up with something that's reasonable. If you don't, you should reach out to somebody who has fees and get some insight on that. Probably about 3 years ago, Big Beard Business did a video on how to make, I forgot the name of the video, how to make $10,000 or something like that a month or something in that nature. And he broke it down. This is from his own video. He broke it down. He got paid this much for this video and that video and that. He broke it down. I'm going to try to find that video and put it in the description, but Big Beard did a video on that. So again, to close it out, should reviewers get paid? Yeah, because my time costs money. You're not paying me for a good review. You're paying me for my time. to record, to test your fragrance, to record, to take notes on the fragrance I'm testing, to upload, to edit out of my day when I could be doing something else that excites me more. Yes, viewers should get paid. What that looks like, payment, as I talked about in forms of payment, could just be in the way of a free bottle. Do I expect Raja to pay me $1,000 to do a video on my channel? Nah, I don't expect that. No, I don't. If I had 2 million followers, do I expect Raja to pay me? Show me the money. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Show me the money. You're going to pay for that. Things change. Your status change. And with status, with knowledge, with access, should cost you. That's my monologue. I'm going to open it up for anybody. Again, I'm going to look at some of these comments, but there's 167 people. I want to see more likes. But over the years, there's been a lot of talk. Should reviewers get paid? A lot of Twitter fingers. Here's your opportunity to come on camera. Again, the link is in the chats. It's pinned to the top of the chats. If you want to come in, anybody can come in. I only have one caveat. Well, I have a few rules, housekeeping rules. Don't come into my house with muddy shoes. What does that mean? We're going to come in peace. We're going to leave in peace. I'm not bringing you on to disrespect you. We're going to have a logical conversation. We're going to piece it out in the beginning, and we're going to piece it out at the end. Nothing crazy. 2, you got to be on camera. Again, if in 2023, with these things called smartphones, everybody has access to a camera. You not being on camera just makes me think you look funny, respectfully speaking, or your house is abysmal. And if you look funny or your house is abysmal, the last thing you need to be concerned about is should reviewers get paid. Get your ish together. Clean it up. I don't know. Go vacuum. Straighten up. Get the dust out the corners of the ceilings. It looks a mess. So I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to look at a couple of comments and see if anybody's on here. If nobody else comes on, it's 172 people. We're going to end it here. Again, I thought FragCom people who have a lot, especially in these Facebook groups, have a lot to say. But some people lack courage. If you agree with me, all EQ, hype frags, hype man extraordinaire, all these brands cancel folks that stood up during George Floyd times, keep it a buck. Front on this one, let me see what this one say. A free bottle or money shouldn't equal capping for subs. Great question. I'm going to keep that up there as I address some of these questions. No, it shouldn't mean capping for subs, but let me ask you a question. How do you know somebody capping? Let me ask you that. If you're still in here, I'm going to go read. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm going to see if your comments in here. If you're still in here, tell me how you know somebody's capping. How do you know? How do you know I don't like this? How do you know I hate this? How do you know? Now, again, I pay for everything, but that don't mean nothing. I might be lying just so I can hope one day Kilian could give me some free bottles. Could that be me? Possibility. But you don't know that. You got to do, at the end of the day, people, let me tell you something. You know what fragrance reviewing is? I don't know. Maybe it's me, and it's hard for me to understand because I'm not easily influenced by nobody. I've always been a leader, never a follower. If we're going to get in trouble, I probably was in charge of everybody getting in trouble. Very seldom was I following somebody to get in trouble. If we did something, I probably was in the front getting busy with it. Whatever it is. I'm not a criminal, so I'm not talking about criminal things. I'm just saying in general in life. So I'm not easily influenced, right? So you know what I watch YouTube videos for? Recommendations. One of my people I watch the most is Sebastian. I hope to get him on a versing soon. Matter of fact, I need to reach out to him, get his number so we can get that jumping. He said he was going to do me a solid in April. We're in the first week of April. Hopefully before the end of April, we can get him in the verse sense. And that's to celebrate that man. He should have way more subs than he do, but he finally got on. But I don't watch him for him to hold my hand and tell me what to buy. You know what I watch him for? Or any reviewer for that matter? Some entertainment value to describe a fragrance as clear and as precise so I can smell it. And even then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go smell it on my own. Why? Because you know who's more important, who knows is more important? My own. My nose is more important than one of my guys, Darian. My nose is more important than Big Beard Business. Why? Because I'm wearing it. I love those guys. Cuba, I love that man. I love Big Beard. I love Ross. I love Justin. I love these dudes. They show love. I got love for these dudes. I trust my nose more than I trust their own nose. Because I got to wear it. Y'all should do the same for me. Now, I get it. A lot of y'all like, EQ, you batting 1,000 for 1,000. I know that. I get it. I don't hype everything. Some things I be like, this is good. I like it. You should go get it. Even Musk Butterfly. I'm not hyping this. It's good. It's exclusive. I like the way it makes me feel. I like it a little bit better than Musk Therapy. I'm not saying you should buy it. At best, though, let me tell you what it's like. It's cloudy, fluffy, very aldehydic, powdery a little bit with a nice, beautiful roses in the mix, some musk, a little bit of woods. Sexy as hell, man. I'm not telling you to go buy it. Go get you a sample. Go into the Kilian's Facebook group. Buy a sample off somebody. I don't sell samples. Get you a sample. Figure it out on your own. Don't buy this and then come in my inbox and say, now, be honest, nobody comes in my inbox. Most things I recommend people like, especially if I say you need to go get this, like I did with Octavian. I haven't had nobody hit my inbox and say this was trash. Everybody was like, man, this is amazing. But at the end of the day, it's your job to figure it out on your own. And since 90% of my followers are men, respectfully speaking, I ain't your goddamn daddy. I ain't your father. I ain't here to hold your hand. But I'm here to give you some truth, some clarity for you to figure it out on your own. You know why? Because you're a man. Be a leader. Make a decision. I hope you do that in your family. I hope you do that when you with your lady. I hope you don't whatever she's doing to death. I hope you're coming up with a date, a plan, action. This is where we going, babes. Get dressed. Hey, babe, I need you to wear this outfit. Where we going? Don't worry about it. Wear this outfit. We going out. We're going to get some, in matter of fact, we're going to get something to eat. Don't worry about getting nothing to eat. All right, I'm going to bring somebody in. This is the homie. She has a name from a group that I absolutely love. I'm going to be doing this live stuff, and over the next few times with lives like this, I am looking to have a co-host and a woman's perspective so we can vibe out on this thing. We got fragrances. She has her own channel, Zane Antoinette. What's up with you, girl?
I put my kids to sleep, so we can talk now. Listen. Oh, I'm so happy you're talking about this today because it's so important. Like, people need to understand the work that we put in. Like, I know it don't look like it now because I'm in my living room and it's not dirty. I actually vacuumed today.
Okay.
But like, yeah, people, I don't know. I think people have a problem with like us fragrance reviewers getting paid or like getting free bottles. And honestly, even getting a free bottle, whether it's like $300-$400, right? That's still not worth my time. Like, do you know how much my camera costs? Do you know how much like my backdrop costs? Like my, all the things I have in my background. Editing takes time. I have editing software that I had to purchase. You know what I'm saying? So people, I think they take us for granted. They think we should work for free. And I'm not. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. Like, we got bills to pay. So, I mean, I love fragrance, and it's nice to have a hobby that can pay you. But you know, some people just don't understand. They don't understand.
No, absolutely. And here's the thing, man. To be honest, I find it to be an entitlement issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's an entitlement. It's like, you owe me. You owe me this. Now, I tell you what I owe you. I owe you honesty. I owe you candor. I owe you respect. I owe you some clarity. I try to give clarity, right? I try to say, I'm going to break it down so it's crystal clear that after I finish this video, you shouldn't have to come in my inbox and say, what do it smell like? You should know. Figure it out. Other than that, I don't owe you to go buy the new, I don't know, the new Bulgari, Rain Essence or whatever. I don't owe you that. I'm not going to buy that. I don't plan on buying it. If they send it, great. If they don't, I won't talk about it. And that goes for a lot of niche fragrances. I'm not buying every single fragrance. This is expensive. I still got bills. I got responsibilities. It's just, if they want to partner, if companies want to partner, we can partner.
Right.
But this idea that companies also think we owe them, like, oh, we must buy your fragrance. I must buy nothing. I buy things at this point that blow me away. But that's a matter of fact. Me and you gonna talk. We've been talking in the inbox on what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about a show that we're gonna put on, because I want this to be a show. And we're gonna go over that, like how to build a wardrobe. That's gonna be our first show together. We'll get into that. So let's not. But go ahead. I've been talking. I'm gonna let you talk.
No, you're good. You're good. Honestly, so I see people asking like who I am. So I guess I'll introduce myself.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me put you on.
So my name is Janae. I have a channel by Jean Antoinette. My Instagram is Antoinette_Amour. So if y'all want to follow me, go ahead, shameless plug. So on my channel, I really pretty much just talk about fragrance. I do have naturally curly hair and I'm trying to dibble and dabble in there, but I talk about fragrances. I enjoy fragrances that are more gourmand. I do like, gender fluid, aka unisex fragrances. So I do have some male targeted fragrances in my collection. I do want to do some, videos targeting you guys, because a lot of you guys ask me what my opinions are, what will smell nice on a man, etc. So I have a fragrance channel. I do fragrance reviews, and that's pretty much what I got.
Hey, we listen. We gonna have some things in store for y'all people. Me and Janae have to, we're gonna collab, because I want a show to have purpose. Like with this, like I wrote notes down. I'm just not babbling the babble. I want to have a direction because I want it to be a show, right? And sometimes we just talking to talk. It just goes on. So definitely want to have you on with this topic, and anybody else who wants to come on can converse with us. But again, people, at the end of the day, trust your own nose. It makes me cringe when people be like, oh, I blind bought that. It was $500. I'll be like, whoa. I'm like, cringy.
You got money.
I'll be like, cringe, super cringe. Because it's like, did you even need that?
Right.
I know what I need. I don't need anything else. That's why I don't have a desire to buy many things. I literally have to smell something and be like, golly.
Right.
If I'm not doing that, it's probably, if I be to smell it and I say, this is nice, I will never buy it.
Yeah.
And then back to getting paid, I got to ask myself, now, would there be sometimes we review some samples, especially if we do our show? That's going to make sense, right? If we can both get samples somewhere, that way we can be on the same page, talking about the same thing. It makes for good content, right? That makes sense. But for me to, I got this sample of Pegasus, right? It came in, I forgot who sent me this, but I bought something that came with a sample of that. Like, this probably cost the company 1 cent. Right. For me to talk about, let's say this was a new fragrance. To me to talk about this, they're gonna make thousands off of my review for 1 cent of worth of sometimes I have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a problem with that because it just doesn't make financial sense. That's why I did an IG post and I said, well, I talk about things I love. I don't have time to talk about things I don't like. Now, somebody came in 313. Listen, let me talk to them for a second. Matter of fact, let me blow up the big screen. You still stay there. Let me blow up the big. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. 313 VS 407. Don't be a weirdo. Yeah, get the hell on, weirdo. Like, These people gotta like. I don't know why they think they're gonna come on and they just gonna do whatever. Get on camera again. If you can't it's a lot of Twitter fingers coming on. I'm assuming you're funny looking and your house is dirty. That's gonna be a clear assumption,
or both,
or both. And if that's the case, I need you to do some self work and work on it. But I'm sorry, the trolls, they pop in and they think they just gonna automatically get on screen. No, they get backstage. And that's not going to work because they're going to come on and do some crazy nonsense. And I'm a house of respect. I'm going to respect everybody, but I'm going to disrespect you weirdos. I'm just saying. No respect for you. But anyway, go ahead.
No, you good. I don't know. That's something I guess I can ask everybody. How do y'all feel about like negative, unnecessary comments? So for example, on my channel, I really don't get a lot of unnecessary comments, right? People might give their opinion about scents, but like they don't come at like my character or anything like that. So have you experienced that, or like how do you deal with the trolls or individuals who are kind of disrespectful?
I'm gonna be honest, man, and I don't know if it's just me or my channel's not big enough. I don't know, but listen, I don't know if it's my presence on the internet, but I give respect. I get it. We've had like two weirdos come in the backstage of the chat and try to get on so they can disrupt the flow of things. But for the most part, I don't get that because I respect everybody. And to be honest, there have been a few people who say some slick stuff. And you know me, I like all the smoke. My guy, Big Beard in here. Hey, the beard. Come on in, bro. If you come in, rap to us because you did that video.
My little one is actually about to start getting fussy, so
okay. Well, I'm
gonna stop the cam, but I'm gonna still be here.
Okay, go ahead and do your thing. If you want to come back, just come back in the chat. I'm
All
just
right,
gonna move you. All right. Hey, Big, if you around, come on, bro, because you did that video, and I do want you to discuss a little bit of that, and we can find a way to direct them to that video because they need to watch that. Because as a new reviewer, when I watched that video, it made sense. You had two videos: how to grow your content and how to make money. And those was like probably the two best videos you've ever done, actually. But if you can come in, I know you're probably out with the fam, but if you can, by all means, come in. We'd love to see you. As far as answering Jean A question, negative comments, listen, man, here's the thing. Sometimes I'm a fighter. I'm with all the smoke, and I can go places wherever you want to go. Whatever you're trying to do, we can do it. Whatever that is. But then I think about it, and I'll be like, you want attention, like you trying to be my woman, and it's weird to me because most of my channel is men, and I personally don't get down like that. To each his own. It's weird. It's weird behavior for men. So I just be like, I'm gonna delete your comment and I'm gonna block you. That's it. It's simple. After this video, it'll probably be some people in the comments. Just know I'm going to delete your comment and I'm going to block you. You'll never comment again. And that's just how negative comments is just your patience, to be honest. Most time people have nothing else to do. Yeah, absolutely. They're just trying to be funny. Uh-oh, the weirdo's back. Hey, 313 VS 407, you're never going to get on, buddy. You're in the basement with your stomach over your belt. You're out of shape. You want to go for a walk. I need you to get it together. Groom yourself. You're never getting on this platform. You can get the hell on and stop trying to come in. It's not going to happen. God bless. Good night, weirdo. So it's who is this person? So the way I have StreamYard set up, I have a backstage for all my guests. It's a backstage. If you click the link, you're just not going to come on the screen. And they assume that you automatically come on the screen and they're going to be able to be like, you know what I'm saying? Going to be flipping weirdos. It's not happening. It's just not. It's not going to happen on this platform. I'll just boot you. It is what it is. It ain't that serious. I'm not going to keep giving you attention, but dude, let's get attention. If y'all see him, matter of fact, my mods, I have a few people who are my mods who I gave y'all mods. if y'all see the 313 VS, if y'all see him in the comments, matter of fact, I think you got to subscribe to me to even comment. But if you see him, don't even give him the luxury. Kick him. Matter of fact, block him and kick him. That's what we doing over here. We ain't playing no games with him. I don't got no time. All right, got my brother on. Let me see. Is you gonna get your camera on, or I see? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna get your voice because I don't know what you got going on. Coming to the stage, y'all already know what time it is. This is one of the biggest in the game. This is Big Beard Business.
What's good? What's good, my brother?
What's good, brother? Yeah, we can hear you. The people can hear you.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Listen, I just hopped off the plane, man. I'm in the back of the Uber. The lights is dim, otherwise I would be on. But I just stopped through to show love, my brother. You know, I think it's a topic people need to talk about because it's important for a number of reasons. So I just wanted to stop in and hear what the fuss was about. You heard me?
Yeah, most definitely appreciate it. Again, do me a favor because I don't know if I'm gonna find that video. Hit me in my IG inbox with you had 2 videos. One was how to grow your channel, and how to make, I think it was like $10,000 in a month, something like that. You remember those 2 videos? Yeah, if you can find those, hit me. I'm gonna link those in the description of this bio, so because people need to watch those, especially if they new reviewers.
For sure.
All right, peace, brother. All right, we got a brother in here. Darian Phillips, I'm about to bring you on again. Y'all know what time it is. You got your camera. You don't turn your camera off. I don't know what you was doing, but you decided you want to leave. All right, you coming back? All right, brother. Again, 2 things. Listen to me on StreamYard, not YouTube. If you listen to me on YouTube, it's gonna be like a 1-second delay. It's gonna be crazy. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, so I know you hear me. You probably on the delay. Don't listen on YouTube. Listen on StreamYard. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, while he figured that out and realized that after he hears me talk about this in 30 seconds, I'm not bringing you on until I see a thumbs up, brother. You know what I mean? So once he gets the thumbs up, then we'll bring him on and we can talk about it. It was somebody, you know, I don't know if he was going to do something crazy, but it's just, you know, we ain't about to play with people today. Peace. Okay. Prayers kid, bro, come on, let's talk about it. Listen, I don't bite. I'm not going to disrespect you. I respect those who respect me. And I have a feeling that you seem like a man of honor, a man of respect. Come on. Let the people see this conversation. But I can't read every comment. But I think this comment is worth you coming on and saying your piece. Speak for the people. But your question, peace. And I respect that. See what I'm talking about? He came in peace. I respect that. I don't agree reviewers should get paid, especially with niche houses. It's a hobby. You got to listen. If I'm going to need you to come on because I don't know if you watched this video. Let me see. All right. If you give me a thumbs up, let me see a thumbs up. I see you in the back chat. Let me see a thumbs up. If I don't see a thumbs up, matter of fact, I'm gonna add to that. So 313 came back on, but if he don't give me a thumbs up, I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you, cuz. Matter of fact, listen, if you ain't in the comments, I'm assume that you're not subscribed to me, and respectfully speaking. And I'm listen, because you got your camera on, but I'm not about to play games with you. You know what I'm saying? That's just a respect thing. If you're not following, you're probably looking on YouTube. You probably on a delay. I'm just not about to bring you on till you get your stuff together. So get your camera right. And I got a feeling you're gonna disagree with me, and we can have that conversation. But we're gonna have that conversation in peace, and I ain't gonna play that game with you. Nobody's seen you in the comments, so I'm assuming you're not subscribed to me. So if you're not subscribed to me, I don't even know if I want to have that conversation with you, to be honest. So get it together. Anyway, press kid, come on. We need to have that conversation. Why shouldn't they get paid? It's a hobby. Bro, I don't know where you live at, but your whole conversation is void of logic. And because my following is mostly men, I'm assuming that you are a man. The world is about finding things you love and getting paid for it. Do you go to work and are you unhappy with your life? And that's not a disrespect thing. Real question. When you go to work, are you unhappy? Do you hate going to work? Because if you hate going to work, then you probably can't relate to freedom. You probably can't relate to doing something that you love to do. My second question is, are you a business owner? You ever run a business before? You got an LLC? How many LLCs you got? Are you familiar with tax law? If you're not, you probably cannot relate to this conversation, respectfully speaking. Respectfully. This idea that, it's a hobby. Bro, people retire and do wood shop and get paid for wood. You think the guy who likes fishing for a living, who takes people out on his boat and cleans his boat so they can go fishing, you think he wakes up in the morning and hates life? He wakes up in the morning and enjoys life. His hobby is fishing. He's getting paid to take you and your group out on a boat to go fishing in Miami or in Florida, sword fishing or whatever. Explain to me why that makes sense. As a man, please explain to me logically why that makes sense, why you shouldn't get paid. Why? Explain to me why I should work for free for somebody else. Explain that to me. Explain that to me. Explain why I should work for free. Explain it. Why I should do a review that's going to make a company thousands of dollars for no work. Explain it. And if you come on, then we can talk about it. I'm going to go to another comment. 313, if you, listen, I'm going to need to see a couple things. I'm going to need to see you in my comments, chatting with people. If I don't see you in my comments chatting with people, I'm assuming you're not subscribed to me. And if you're not subscribed to me, I don't really, respectfully speaking, I don't really know what we're doing. But you know what? I'm gonna play this game. Let's see what we got. What's up, Champ? What's going on, brother? What's going on?
No big deal, man. Respect.
Well,
you was killing me a minute ago, man.
Listen,
I'm new to this. Go ahead.
No. I see. So here's the thing. Respectfully speaking, you know what I mean? We came in peace. I see what it is.
Sure.
People will come on your channel and do crazy stuff. Get up and get naked. They will get on camera. They'll curse. They'll do all sorts of unnecessary wild stuff. So I just can't bring anybody on camera. But now that you on, I respect that. I feel like we got the thing. So I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to let you talk, and I'm not going to interrupt. Say what you got to say.
Nah, man, I feel like you touching on some real points. You know, when you come into it as a hobby. But like you said, as you build up your followings, it only makes sense that if you're making these companies money, you should get a little kickback. Nah, you shouldn't do it for the subscribers, but if you give them an accurate opinion, then I don't see what the issue is. And I think you making real valid points. I don't see why any intelligent person would disagree.
Yeah, and that's mostly my thing. It's like I want people, again, mostly men, right? We on our man time. I'm a person of logic, right? I don't get too much in emotions. I don't let emotions rule me, right? If it logically makes sense, I want somebody to make it make sense. And I want to know why I should, if I talk about, like, I've probably already sold 5 bottles of this just by talking about it. Somebody's probably reaching out the mic right now, City Essence Mike, and it's like, hey, I need to order this, so I need a sample of this, because he'll give you a sample at the Kilian boutique. I don't understand why I shouldn't expect. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Kilian should. Everybody's not going to pay me. So let me start there, because I want to make sure I'm clear. I got all these fragrances: Spirit of Dubai, Xerjoff, Roja, Boadicea, Kilian. I don't expect every fragrance house to cut me a check. That's not what I'm saying here. That's not an expectation. But what I'm saying is, if people are reaching out to you, or hell, I'm not at that level yet. If we'll talk about the biggest in the game, I'll just say Jeremy because Jeremy's easier to say. If a company reaches out to Jeremy and says, hey, Jeremy, I'm a new fragrance company. I have this fragrance. I would love to get your talks on it, and if you can do a review on your platform. Jeremy has a million subs. So Curly, I'll say Curly. She's the biggest in the game right now. I don't know why she should have a conversation. Okay, I can review your fragrance, but let's talk what you get for that, right? What Curly would charge, I'm not in her pockets. I'm just throwing out random numbers. If she say it's gonna cost $5,000, maybe I might be like $50 because I only got 13K. That makes sense. But if I turn around with 300K, the price goes up. That's with everything in life, right?
Right.
So I just don't understand. It's almost, you know what it is? Again, it goes back to entitlement to me. What it is I'm doing something, or we're doing something, reviewers, that is, doing something that you all are doing too, which is buying fragrances and loving fragrances. And a lot of times people say, I'm not getting it. Why should you? And that's what happens. That's no different than, that's like me saying, well, I don't understand. And again, I'm not picking on this lady. I just use her because she's the biggest in the game. It just makes for a better premise. But that's like me saying, why she getting all those views? Because she's flipping entertaining. She's entertaining. The bottom line, people are watching you for entertainment. They watch you and they want to hear a woman's opinion, most men. And we have a level of men who want to get laid. And if she says, hey, this will get you laid, they're all in for it. But go ahead.
You made some great point. I think it's like the evolution of things. You start out with a passion. That passion leads you just evolve in it so you don't get money. And I'm sure at the end of the day, after you done a review, it's only so many fragrances you can review that you're going especially that you're going to like. Like at some point in time, you're going to run out. So a lot of times, if I'm just sitting here going off the top of my head and thinking, the evolution is to make your own fragrance at the end of the day, which we see a lot. And then that's about money and passion. When it intersects together, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, I'm at the point with everything behind me, I'm going to be honest. There's very few things coming out that even going to be remotely better than what I have. At best, it'll be equal to. But that's a video I'm going to talk about next time on how to build. The next live will be how to build a fragrance wardrobe, unless I get Sebastian on and we get a verse sense. But let me talk to Sebastian. But it's going to be how to build a fragrance wardrobe. I don't know. To me, I got some of the best authentic rose oud fragrances on the planet. Anything that somebody tells me to sample is only going to be equal to. It's probably not going to be better. So why do I need to buy it? Financially, it doesn't make sense for me to spend $500 on that fragrance. It doesn't make sense for me to spend $200 of my own money, that is, on a fragrance that I'm never going to wear. Because what happens is if you start reviewing for 5 years, 6 years down the line, you're going to have 1,000, 2,000 bottles. You're never going to reach for 80% of them. 80% of them you will never reach for. Then what?
Agreed.
But brother, I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna bring another person on. JS Sense. Just give me a thumbs up. I appreciate respect, brother. So I'm gonna leave you with peace.
I am a subscriber. You put me on to a couple of when Mancera. I was on my Mancera thing. I caught you on the Mancera vibe, and you enlightened me on a couple of good Manceras. I appreciate your respect. One love, man.
One love, bro. One love. Hey, 20 degrees. Give me a second, bro. Let me get this other brother on. All right. Coming to the stage, JS Sense. What's up with you, brother? Peace.
What's up, brother? What's going on?
What's going on? Peace.
Today, I'm sitting in my living room.
Man, don't nobody care about that. We men having a conversation. Like I always said, it's peace and peace. Or women, man and woman having a conversation. We adults. We can converse in peace. But say your point, whatever that is, say what you got to say, brother.
Man, I appreciate you talking about this subject. I've seen it more and more and more where people are saying, hey, reviewers are getting paid, reviewers are getting free bottles. It's just a controversy that I'm glad you're addressing tonight. And I've enjoyed the content, enjoyed the video, man.
Well, I appreciate that. One love again. for me, it's all about respect. I appreciate you subbing and following and showing love, man. And I just want to get y'all. I want to see what the people think. I want to be the voice of the peoples. I'm the people's champ. You feel me? So if the people say we shouldn't, I want to hear from the people. But I have my own thoughts. But again, anything else you want to add? I don't want to cut you off, brother.
No, man, you brought some good points, man. I like all the points you brought to the table. You really kind of branched out and kind of made us reviewers, us influencers, kind of look at it differently. I certainly have from your points tonight, and I appreciate everything, man. Much love to you.
Much love to you. Peace, brother. Peace. Hey, 20 degrees, I'm about to bring you on. All right,
what's going on, man?
Real quick, let me introduce you. This is 20 degrees. This is a newer channel. I want y'all to show this, bro, out of California, correct?
No, out of Texas, bro. Dallas,
Texas. Okay. Got to show love to Dallas. DFW?
Yes, sir.
All right, DFW. Anyway, man, say your piece. I'm going to put you on the big screen. So, first of all, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people who haven't seen you.
What's up, you guys?
And give yourself your channel. Shout yourself out, bro.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. It's your boy Var from 20 Degrees in LA. I talk about fragrance, fashion. I do it with love and I do it with passion, man. But I appreciate you, EQ, for bringing me on. In regards to this topic, man, you're looking at it like a business, right? And I definitely agree with you. Whenever you think about platforms, let's take a fragrance house. Let's say that they have 100,000 customers, right? Let's say that another reviewer that's reviewing their fragrance has 25,000. That 25,000 is more powerful than that 100,000. This is the reason why. Whenever you wear a fragrance, you don't go out and tell 5 people, "Oh, I'm wearing this fragrance." Whenever a viewer, with 25,000 puts out a review, that's 25,000 people. And if every 25,000 of those people tell 4 people a piece, that's 100,000 right there. That's off of one video. So the least you can do, it's a free bottle.
Oh shit! I actually said my bad. I brought you off, man. I meant to bring it back. No, okay. Absolutely right. And again, when I gave my examples earlier on, I've seen it firsthand. Right. I got this thing where I call it the equality effect, and it's real. Where there's been fragrances that have blown me away, and when I say it, this fragrance, everything doesn't blow me away. Let's be clear, everything doesn't. Most things are good. Most things are okay. But everything is when something blows me away and people, my subs know it, they go out and buy it. Or they attempt to buy it or get a sample every single time. That is thousands of dollars being made. And I'm not saying those companies owe me anything. I don't feel entitled. But for channels who have bigger platforms, I can understand why they should get paid.
Right.
Do I think I should receive that money? I'm not saying that. I don't feel entitled. I'm going to work for what I get. But that's why even on Instagram, if you notice, I promote myself more than I promote the fragrances.
Right.
Because I am the content, not the fragrances. I am the content, but we're going to talk about some fragrances. And that's kind of where I was going with it. And you'll see it over time, bro, as your channel grows. But everybody do me a favor, man. Subscribe to my brother. Subscribe to 20 Degrees LA. Good brother doing good things, affordable fragrances. We all start somewhere. Sure. You do what you do. What works best for you. Do not check, man. That's gonna be for my next video. Build a proper fragrance wardrobe. Impress yourself. Don't impress others. As time goes, you'll branch off and do different things as you'll get bored. That's what's gonna happen. We always get bored. But again, show my brother some love. At minimum, give a few of his videos some looks. Can y'all do that for me? Matter of fact, put fire in the chat for my brother, 20 Degrees LA. In LA, I'm sorry. Let me say it properly.
You, man. Nah, you good.
Appreciate you, brother. Peace.
Hey, peace, man.
All right, DP. You ready? Give me a thumbs up. Ross, give me a second. What's going on? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so let's start with it all. Peace with you, brother. Peace.
How you doing?
How you doing? Say what you gotta say. The floor is yours. I'm gonna give you.
I'm actually pretty new to this whole fragrance thing, and I don't know. I saw a comment earlier saying that there's sometimes a lack of viewer responsibility with all this fragrance stuff. So they might hear somebody say they like it, but they don't ever try it for themselves. So it's a lot of people just buying stuff, like you said, blind buying. And I think people getting mad because I don't like this, and then they get mad and they say y'all should get paid. So I don't know. So it's this whole lot.
Yeah. So here's the thing, man. Over time, you're just gonna smell more things. It's inevitable. because you're going to think of more content. You're going to smell more things. Your nose is going to be like, oh, I can pick this out. I can pick that out. I would always say get separate. Buy fragrance. I don't like promoting companies, bro. I swear to God, I can't help promoting them. But there's certain things on the internet where you can get singular notes and learn what those notes smell like. And over time, you'll be like, ooh, this is better quality than this. Okay, I'll smell it. And just your evolution in reviewing will grow. But what you're going to start seeing is as it grows, as your followers grow, you're going to start getting messages. I got paid this. I bought this. I bought that. And over time, you're going to say, you're going to say, damn, that was a $5,000 conversation I had with 5 people. They don't bought thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And you got to ask yourself, okay, well, am I promoting the companies or I'm promoting myself? And that's where you have to find a balance. Listen, Dior, I have Dior's over there. Dior is never going to pay me. They don't pay anybody. Let's be clear. Unless you're a brand ambassador, and I don't look like a Dior brand ambassador. Take that information for what you will. They're never going to pay me, but I love their Privé line. But there are some companies that will. My thing is everybody's not going to pay you. Take it for what it is. But sometimes, especially these newer companies or even some of these other brands, they should send out bottles to things that make sense. They don't owe everybody a bottle. I'm going to be honest. If you only have 100 followers, I don't feel I need to give you a bottle. I'm not going to make money off of that. That's a business decision, right? So approach it with business in mind, and always think money is being exchanged on everything you do. How can you get some of that? Even if it's just monetizing your own videos, how can you get a piece of the pie? It is $1 billion pie.
But at the end of the day, really, it's just integrity. Because I mean, like, I don't know. I don't care how many fragrances y'all get sent. It's like, as long as you're just being honest, like, I mean, what really more can I ask as a viewer?
But at the end of the day, honesty is what does that come down to, though?
That's true. That's true.
Right? Do you know that I'm lying? I've talked, and just because I got these fragrances on the table, I'm gonna keep pulling these out. Musk Butterfly, just because it's on the table, I'm not promoting to people. It's not unique fragrance. Again, it's not unique. I'm not saying you need to buy it. I love it though, right? That's be clear about that. It's just on the table because it was my scent of the day. I feel I need to. It's just easier for me to grab, right? How do you know I'm not lying about this? Do you know?
That's crazy, right? I mean, could say it's like your favorite thing ever, and then you don't like it, you know.
But here's the thing: why can't it be my favorite thing ever, and you not like it because you don't like rose?
That's I think that's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, kind of like we got mad sampling sites, and if you can't really sample, then I mean, I don't know about that, but there's plenty of ways to like try stuff before you get it. Because that's what I do now. Is like I don't just blind buy anything, and I only have a few bottles, so. Yeah,
well, listen, before you get knee deep in it, sample everything, brother. Don't get caught up in the rapture and you end up like me. This ain't cute. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully speaking.
That gives me anxiety, low-key. I ain't gonna hold you, but
yeah, it should give you anxiety. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely and utterly ridiculous, especially since I wasn't sent this. It is ridiculous. It makes no sense. I don't know who I'm trying to impress, but I like what I like. We all have habits, shoes, guns, strip clubs. It don't matter. We all got them, right? We got vices. But I just reached the pinnacle of, I started saying, what's the best leathers? And I started hunting best leathers. Then I figured out, okay, these the best leathers. Now I got 5 strong best leathers. You know what? That's a video for how to build a wardrobe. I'm not going to, now I'm ruining my content, right? But anyway, brother, I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to leave you with peace. Peace, brother.
Appreciate it. Peace.
I'm going to bring a friend to the channel. I'm going to bring a friend of mine. I'm going to bring somebody who shared information with me, who's always shown love. And this is TOTG Reviews. I'm going to bring them on.
What's going on, everybody? What's up, EQ? Appreciate you letting me jump on for a minute.
Yeah, talk about it.
So I find it's an interesting conversation that you're rocking with this today because, you know, it comes down to integrity. Like you were just saying, how do you know I'm lying? If you've built up a bit of a following, the people that watch you religiously, which some people that watch me religiously, I see a bunch of familiar names in the chat. They should know if I'm full of shit or not. Just like they should know if you're full of shit or not. It's when you come across somebody for the first time that you got to go through the feeling out process, because there becomes a certain point that people need to realize that this is a business just like everything else is a business. Yes, it's a hobby. you can monetize your passions. You and I have had this conversation. I never in my life thought anything I was into I could monetize and make money from. But it comes down to providing value. So the brand is number one. They're looking for value. They're looking to convert your opinion, your viewers, whatever, into sales. So it's obvious what's going on there. But if the collaboration can't benefit all three parties involved, it doesn't make any logical sense to move forward, because number one is your audience. Number one always has to be your audience. If your audience doesn't trust you, can't trust you, your channel's shit in the first place. Your word means nothing. That's just what it is. So number one needs to be your audience. It's got to make sense for your audience. Second of all, then it can come to the brand. And thirdly, I always put myself third because I want to satisfy the first two, but I have to satisfy myself. So all three parties have to benefit greatly from this, or it just doesn't make logical sense to me. That's just the way I do business. Not everybody's throwing checks out like some viewers or trolls think. Not every brand's paying every reviewer and all this other stuff. I don't get $1 from anybody that sends me a fragrance. It doesn't work that way. I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for myself. But there is, and you've heard me say this, I believe I've said this on stream with you before, you can keep it real and authentic with people and make money doing things like this in this space and other spaces similar to it, other niches that involve content creation. There's room for all three parties to prosper and you be authentic with your audience. And there's plenty of brands out there, big and small, that are okay with you flowing the way you flow, because that's how I operate. If I can't just go with my own flow, the way I operate in content, there's no fun there for me. I don't want to do it. There's this misconception of scripts being given out and things that have to be said, and you can only make $1 if you're going to give them a positive review. And that's just not the case. There are some brands like that. I have just not responded to emails or had a no thank you reply and stuff like that when it comes down to wanting certain things said, or, you know, it's got to be this or we can't move forward. There are brands out there like that. You as an individual have to decide if your integrity is for sale. It all comes back to that word we started with, integrity. If your integrity is not for sale, your audience will learn that about you the more they spend time with you. I know this was long-winded, but I really wanted to touch on this subject because some audience members, not everybody's good at reading people. You know what I mean? Some audience members will mistaken confidence or passion or things like that for a sales pitch. I get that thrown my way all the time. I'm just selling all the time. You've gotten to know me. This is just who I am. When I'm really excited about something, you're going to know I'm really excited. When I'm kind of lukewarm, you're going to be able to tell I'm lukewarm. And I don't want to take up too much time. I know there's other people that want to get on here. Thank you for letting me on. I just wanted to jump on and give my 2 cents on the topic because it is an interesting topic.
Well, you know, my house is always open to you. My house is your house. You know how we rock. I've been on your channel. I mean, I think the last video I was on with you, I think we had 8,000. I've checked it out. I was like, we had 8,000. They love the chat. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be, you know, it's always love. But no, that's great information. Integrity is everything. Listen, everybody doesn't have it. Any job, any profession, everybody doesn't have it. But here's what saves you from dealing with the bad integrity doctor or the bad integrity police officer or the bad integrity military person or whatever profession. Here's what saves you is you can trust your own nose. You can sample it.
Preach sampling till I'm blue in the face.
And that's and that's it. And brother, I appreciate it. Big Beard, you was on. Come back, brother. I seen you in there. I'm about to get you. Okay, he's back on. Ross, I appreciate it, brother. You know we're gonna do more work.
Oh yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
be on your channel. We'll do
appreciate you having me on. Have some fun with Buck. Shout outs to Buck.
Peace. Y'all already know I got to give a proper introduction for my brother. This the brother who really got me thinking. As far as listen, these 2 videos, I'm gonna link them down because it really. I'm at 13K. People like, oh, EQ, you should have more. You know why I don't have more? Because I'm not consistent. If I was consistent, I would have more. You know who taught me that? Big Beard Business. When it came to monetization, listen, I'm going to let this brother talk. Y'all already know it's Big Beard Business.
What's popping, bro? What's popping?
All hail the beard.
The
brother,
beard.
Talk to the people. They want to hear from you. Talk to them.
Yeah, man. One, thanks for having me on, bro. I was in the back of the Uber, and I figured, when I came in the house, I'd get you right. Yeah, man. So, I've been talking about this on and off for a long time, and you and I had some discussion on it. And obviously, as someone who gets paid from time to time to talk about fragrances, promotions, I think it is a part of the game, man. And it's happening in everything we do. And I said this before, like, people don't get mad at Shaq for Buick commercials. And anytime I pimp my ride, I've never seen Shaq with a Buick. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
Like it's different, bro. Like when you decide that you want to turn your hobby into a business, because that's essentially what it is, you got to make sure like you're being taken care of. You said it earlier. Like your word on a fragrance, because people know that you're authentic, you provide them candor, you're going to be real with them. That deserves something in exchange, because your word goes a long way with your viewers. You built up a relationship with them. And if you say it's fire, then they're going to go and cop it. Right. So the brands need to be behind it, because at the end of the day, they're going to take their money. They ain't going to stop it from coming in. And then if they're not dealing with you, they're not going to give you credit on it. Platform, and I think it's very clear, like I think you said it earlier, you should trust your own nose, test it out, and determine what works best for you. I think I put it in the chat last month. I spent 15 grand on fragrances, right? You saw me. I was on this massive binge.
Going
I'm like, all right,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's just me going out and buying things purely for content, because I don't need any more fragrances. You understand what I'm saying? There's a whole lot that goes into this, because it is a business. But I think if you're honest with your subscribers, right, you also put in all of the communication that you need by putting in the description, saying it in your video, and then also, again, telling people what you truly think about it, then you've done nothing wrong. I also tell a lot of companies no. I ignore companies every day. I say, hey, send me a sample. I see if I like it. If I like it, we can talk. If I don't like it, this is what it is. We keep it moving. You say it all the time. We don't talk about companies that we don't like. Ain't no need to bash them. Ain't no need to give them promotion, because bad reviews also lead to them selling stuff. So I'm not going to promote you. We just go about our separate ways.
Absolutely. And again, listen, new reviewers, I don't care who you are. And I'm going to say it. It's probably the fifth time I don't said it. And no, the whiskey ain't getting to me. This is real talk. This is love. I just want to be clear. People be like, oh man, the man's fire. No, I'm just passionate about this. If you follow me on IG, you know what it is. These two videos that I'm gonna get my brother to send to me, that I'm gonna link in the description.
Oh, they in your IG.
They're my inbox. If you are, when this in, I'm gonna make sure it's the first thing I do. If you are a new reviewer, please, I utter you, or thinking about reviewing, watch that. Consistency, huge. He talked about with him and his wife. I believe your wife was like, hey, we're going to do this for a period of time. And you saw your channel grow exponentially. That was huge. So we're going to get into that. Do I got lag going on? Okay. We'll get into that. So watch that. And then you talked about the money aspect. People got to be on top of their business, whatever that looks like for them. If you're okay with just getting a bottle of Raja and you don't want no money, and I'm not saying you should ask for money from Raja, cool. But yesterday's price isn't always today's price.
Hey, man, there's a whole nother side of this too, because not all reviewers are treated the same. Let's talk about.
Oh, you want me to go there? Do you want me to do that? Okay, let's do it. All right, let's do it. So let me talk about something. We're gonna talk about something. I'm gonna put it there. And I've said it before. I'm not counting this brother's pockets. Big Beard is doing fine. This brother getting LV shoes, and listen, we ain't gonna count his pockets.
Hey, listen, I just came home to 3 boxes of Harry's. I should post some sneakers that I just picked up.
Oh my God. But check it. What Big Beard business, I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to make this because I know I got a diverse following. Big Beard business is the biggest African American, Black, whatever you want to say, male reviewer in the game and doesn't get half the stuff others get. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know if because he looks like me, we dress down. I don't know if we need to wear a suit. But even then, my brother Bowtie, one of the freshest in the game since Kevin.
Right.
Kevin was the flies.
Right.
Wasn't getting that. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. But the reality of it is, explain to me why the biggest, largest African-American male reviewer isn't getting the love and respect that I think he should. Y'all think Big gets sent everything. This again, I don't count. I'm old school. I'm a man. I don't count other men's pockets. That's sassy behavior. I don't. But this brother spends money. A lot of stuff he buys on his own money. Y'all think he getting bottles. Now, don't get me wrong. My brother doing good because he's going to tell you that in this video. I'm not telling you nothing that he hasn't told me. In this video or something he's going to tell y'all. He's going to tell y'all about how to make your money, how to deal with your money and things of that nature. But let's be clear. He's spending a lot. Man, they about to get me fired up. Maybe the liquor is getting to me. Brother, listen, man, I love you. Nothing but love for you, brother. Again,
here, my brother.
It was you watching you is what made, because I knew I didn't have to look like somebody else. Great representative, a step in the game. I'm about to bring another legend on.
Hey,
this legend that's in the hallway, I see you in there. I'm gonna need you on Versus, brother. I've been watching you for a while. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep you on. I'm gonna keep you on for this, brother. I'm gonna keep you on, this legend.
Okay,
Can you stay? Can you stay?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna keep you on.
Yeah.
We're gonna add Simply Put Sense. Listen, man, I'm bringing them out of retirement, bro.
What's good, fam?
What's good, bro?
What's good, bro?
What we talking about? Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me give you a proper introduction. This brother ain't give you too much hype. He is an OG in the game. He put in work.
Wow.
He took a hiatus, but he gave you quality reviews, man. What are we talking about here? Rest in peace to Carlos. No, I ain't finished, brother. Let me work. Wow. Quality reviews. Rest in peace to Carlos. Everybody respected his brother. Another one, and it was very few of us in the game. It's Cody's another one. Very few. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor and let you do your thing, brother. I know you at Bird Golf. I love what you're doing, but much respect. I'm glad to see you back. I got a couple of alerts when you did a couple of things. Keep doing that. Me and you need to collect. Listen, bro.
I've been supporting your channel for the longest, brother. I've been seeing you build from a humble place, and I'm seeing you do your thing. And I was just listening to the stream. I've heard a lot of others, but I was listening to the stream just like, wow, like some of the things you were saying was literally like thoughts that I've been talking about and feeling. And, you know, it's just like you've been reading my mind. You've been reading my mind all stream. I just think, you know, first of all, I just want to say to Big Bear and to you both, man, like, oh man, it's nothing but respect for both of you, man. Like it's a proud moment to be back on the stream with my man Big. Because the last time we was doing this, my man Kevin was with us. You know what I mean? It was me, you, Kevin, and Justin.
Yeah.
And bro, those were some really, really dope, memorable streams where we built, and it was dope. I wish we had more of them, you know, especially with my man. And man, I miss Kevin. That brother, I think, just going completely off topic, but it's deserved. It's fascinating it's just fascinating how inspirational Kevin's journey has been for me. It's just amazing. The brother is just, I feel like he was also sharpening his like arguments with me, you know, because we used to go in. Did he do that with you, bro?
Nah. I just be a spectator on the stands. I come in, I'm like, oh, what's going on, my brothers? It's all love. We just gotta get the points out. I'm like, okay.
Yo, but before when he was doing his fragrance thing, when he used to have he was always an opinionated man, you know, always thoughtful, and had a an amazing way of seeing things. But man, we used to spar, you know, it was amazing. But I miss this a lot, man. And it's awesome to be on this platform doing it. But yeah, on topic though, bro, I remember back in the day when Jeremy was getting shit for Patreon, you know? And what's crazy to me is that like no other community, especially on YouTube, has a community. I should say no other channel style on YouTube has a community that hates on the fact that they make money. If anything, I notice political channels, how-tos, styling channels, makeup channels, people are throwing money and product at them. What's this brother who does all the tech stuff? Marquez? Forgot his name.
Yeah, I believe so. I can't think. I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
He got
talking
like
about?
he got like a mohawk or something like that.
Yes, exactly. That brother right there, that brother would absolutely get like free computers mailed to him. You know, nobody cares. It was almost like honestly feel like if you pay your dues, I feel like everyone who's, you know, all three of us have done so. If you pay your dues and you show that your intent is to offer value, I don't understand why it would be a problem to reap benefit off of your intention, you know? If you put the time and the effort in, you build the knowledge that very, very few people have so that you can assist people in their journey. I don't understand why that would be a problem. I don't understand why anybody would take issue with that. If anything, it's a tip. You know, you tip your waiter, you tip the people that benefit you in your regular world. Why not tip your reviewer? Why not tip the person that helps you smell your best and puts the time and energy to help you do that? So yeah, completely get where you're coming from. And at the end of the day, it's all about paying your dues. And if you offer that value, you should be able to reap benefit for the intent you put in. That's just basically how I see it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't know. I know you put out a couple of reviews. I got to catch some of those. You did a couple of lives. I have to catch up. But I don't know if you're aware.
Yeah.
But when I brought you on, the crowd went bananas. We love you, brother. We miss you on this thing. I don't know why you left. I think you did a review. I didn't catch it all. That's me being honest. I don't lie to
No
nobody.
doubt.
But I'm gonna catch up with it. But I'm telling you, the people love you. The fire went off in the chat. I know we all take breaks for certain reasons, but the OGs ain't dinosaurs. Y'all ain't never forgotten. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crawled so I can run. And you know what I mean? And I'm trying to run so others can sprint. Each one teach one, raise one up. Bro, I'm so glad to see you on this platform again. I can't give you my flowers. Hit me on IG. I'm trying to think. I never seen you on IG. How active you are?
I've been unplugged, man. I've been unplugged for a minute. You know, there's a lot going through. There was a lot going on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Cook. Go ahead and cook.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, there's just been a lot, you know, happening. There was a lot going on with me, but I guess you could say it was like work and the work balance and life balance just wasn't. I couldn't add this in that equation because I put too much effort and time into my recording. My editing took me hours and hours and hours. And then on top of that, it was a lot of, I would say, toxicity in this community for a minute, you know. I feel like the MAGA energy took over for a while, you know. And it just got a little too confrontational and too negative, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to focus on building myself, you know what I mean? Which I did. And yeah, I got into the niche world heavy. So big, we gotta talk, man, because there's some stuff that I've been really, really yo. I mean, I would love to chat with you on what you've been doing. But yeah, I'm in Bergdorf Goodman, man. Yo, I know you be, you know, I'm curious what you've been buying, you know, but yeah, I just been working.
Listen, brother, do me a favor. I know you've been unplugged. Get on IG. Hit
I'm
me.
Do that.
We got to get you on the verses because we got to give you your flowers. We got to give you your flowers. We gotta get. Listen, the fire's going off in the chat right now, brother. I'm telling you, we appreciate you, and that's one thing why I wanted it. I said, when I was talking to Kuba and Beard and everybody else, I said I want the Versus to be almost like Drink Champs, and Versus at the same time where we give your flowers. And but we can still cook though. We still gonna cook with these fragrances and talk what we talk, because that's what we love.
Come on, man.
It's a great community. I'm glad to see you back. Definitely caught some, especially your shorts. Caught those. Keep doing what you're doing. Come on back, man. Even if you ain't all the time, come on back. I want to get you on a Versus. We got to make that happen. Much love, much respect.
Seriously,
I honor you,
much
brother.
love to you too, fam. It was a pleasure and a major honor, man. Keep doing what you do. And man, we gotta chat it up, man.
Let's get it. When you hop on there, hit me up, bro. And
I will do that.
Get on IG. Gotta get back on IG. Hit us up.
I know, bro.
We'll make it happen. All right, peace.
Y'all be safe.
All right,
bro. Hey, E, I'm about to give you something. And since I just got off the plane back home now,
right.
I gotta go chill with the fam. But
understood.
I will be back in action in 2 weeks. We dropping new content. All right. You get
y'all
it here
find
first.
the chat. Fire in the chat. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We gonna hold him to it, people. 2 weeks. If he don't do it in 2 weeks, I want y'all to flood his IG inbox. Say you faking. Hey, brother, go deal with the family, man. Much love to you and the wife and your kids, man. Much love to you.
Out there. And again, shout out to Zane too. I knew she was on here earlier. So shout out to everybody. Ross, everybody. You did. Salute,
peace.
My bro.
Peace. Listen, man. What are we talking about here, man? Y'all about to get me in my bag. I'm about to talk that talk. Listen, man. We bringing legends out. Y'all gonna show these people their flowers. Y'all better stop acting like y'all don't know. Y'all know these names. Kuba, legend. Kuba went through stages like my guy Luther Vandross. Kuba was fat, skinny. Which the Kuba you like? Skinny Kuba, skinny Luther, fat Luther. Y'all know what it is. Don't let me get in my bag. Big beard, legend. TLTG. You can say what you want to say. This brother show love to me. That's my guy. Man, listen. We ain't gonna get too much into it. I ain't gonna get into my bag. I appreciate everybody coming out. If anybody else want to come on, we're gonna give it a couple of seconds while I get in my bag. I got a little bit left of this Macallan 12. That's right. Bring them out. Listen, for Luther. Yeah, man. Not Big Beard. Kuba went through a couple of stages. Skinny Kuba and kind of hefty Kuba. Go look at his older videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. Big face joint. That's my guy, though. Respect him. But anyway, man, much love to everybody. We going 157 people for over 2 hours. Listen, man, we ain't playing up here. I love all of you all. This is the Cipher. We're going to let it grow. 360 degrees of love and respect. But this we going to do. Y'all, we going to try to get my guy Sebastian on and do our thing. But with that said, y'all already know the vibes. I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you. Y'all already know. That's in universal language of peace. Let's go. Much love to everybody. Appreciate y'all joining live. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it to your friends. This was a great live, people. I hope y'all enjoyed the live. Me and Jean gonna be cooking. Y'all already know what it is. Let's go. Everybody, I love y'all. Thank you for your support. Y'all the only reason I'm back. I'm back, people. Watch me cook. Peace.